the lot of so many pages are created, and these pages are linked with each other. So it makes it makes a website. And after creating a website, generally we store this website into a server machine. For example, the Yahoo page stores in a server machine, Yahoo server. Yahoo have their own server. So in that machine, the Yahoo all the Yahoo pages are stored. And there are a lot of clients. So we are a client and we are connecting with the server machine so that we can fetch the web pages from the Yahoo server. Similarly, Google have their own server machine. So server machine is just like a computer machine. Okay, so they have some CPU, monitor, and all these things. But the size of machine is very large. The size of server is very big. Okay, so in that there are a lot of pages are there, lot of things are stored. So in a single website, there are a lot of web pages, and in a single web pages there are a lot of information. So how you define the web page? So to define a web page, how you can define? So the web pages are nothing but the container of information. So a lot of informations are contained by the website, by the web page. So if suppose you consider a single web page, so in a single web page, it contains many kind of information, like the information in the form of text, information in the form of images, or information in the form of videos. So there are audio, video, lot of kind of informations are there. So there are different categories of information. So it may be simple text, it may be some scrolling text, okay, it may be some kind of videos, audios, and they also contain some menu bar, okay, where you can click. Some buttons are there, some kind of links are there. So these things contained by a web page. So let us start with the web technology. So I will just draw something here so that it will be clear. So to understand the web technology, so there is a machine. Suppose this is a computer machine, and this machine is called as suppose this is a client machine. Okay, so here I will write client, or you can say client computer. This is the client machine, and suppose there is another machine. So that this is the client machine. So client machine having a browser. So here we have browser install. So here you have install browsers. Okay, so browser you install. So this software, if you install any software, browser software in a machine, so that machine is become client machine, and server machine having their own software. Okay, server machine having some kind of server software. So one software name is Apache. So suppose you install Apache. Apache is nothing but the name of software. If you install Apache, so that server will become web server. Okay, there are a lot of kind of server, like web server, file server, print server. Different types of servers are there. For example, web server provide the facilities, provide web pages, provide websites. Okay, file server provide only files, simple file. Okay, doc file, text file. So file server provide the facilities of files. So there are a lot of kind of server, but in our subject we will talk about only the web server. So this machine is a web server because here we have installed Apache. Okay, so every time here we use this word web server, and this is a web client. So in the definitions are very simple. What is web client? Web client is a client machine, okay, which connects with the server machine, and web client always having browser software. Now what is web browser? Web browser is a software, application software. Okay, web browser is application software which displays web pages. Then what is server? Server is a machine. Okay, server is a computer which serves web pages. What is web server? Which serves web pages, which serves websites to different clients. Okay, so not only single client connected with the web server, there are many clients connected with the web server. So here I will put a arrow so that the connection can be shown. So here this client machine is connected with the server machine. So there are a lot of clients are connected with the single server machine, because there is a single Google server. Okay, so there are a lot of client. We are a client. We are when we open Google. Okay, when you type google.com, so you are connecting with server Google server machine. So there are a lot of clients are many, but server is single. So here in this diagram I will consider only single client. One client is connected with the web server. So here when suppose this client wants to connect with the server, so there are different methods to connect. Client side you have to type http colon / now here you will type www.google.com. okay, so here this google.com is actually the name of server. Okay, not www, only google.com. Google.com is the name of server. So when you type this, so this is called as URL. Okay, now this is the whole thing is URL. Okay, http colon / www.google.com. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. So this is nothing but the address. So you are searching for a server, so that server name is required in the URL. So you just type google.com, so Google server will be searched, and that server will be searched, and that connection is established. So this is the one method to establish the connection. So whenever you type this and press enter key, then what happens? The client send request to the server. Now first of all, client will search where the server is available. Okay, you are entering the URL from India, but server is there in US. Okay, but in between there are a lot of machines are connected. Okay, not a single connection is there. Single wire is there between your machine and Google server. There are a lot of ways. Okay, there is a very big network. Okay, there are a lot of ways to find to connect with that particular server. So there is a way, so that your request will be sent to that particular server with through that way. So this is called as request. Okay, so here I will use one name here. So that request, here you are doing, you are sending request. So this request is called as HTTP request. So in this, now suppose you type this URL and press enter key. So HTTP request will be sent to server from the client machine. For example, you are sending request for Google server. Google server is search. You found the Google server. HTTP found the Google server. Now the next task is to send the request. So here you are sending request for what? You are sending request for a page, web page. So that web page is available in the Google server. So that web page will travel from server to client. If that page is there, okay, if that page is available in server, so that page will travel from server to client. So here I will put another arrow from server machine to client machine. So this is a two-way connection. So one side you are sending request like this, and now the server got the page. Suppose server having Google page, server will send that page to the client. Okay, so this is called as HTTP response. HTTP response. So what is HTTP response? So the response given by server to client. What is request? Request is sent from client to server. So when you type this URL, press enter key, request will be sent. When the page is got, okay, that page will travel from server to client. So that is called as HTTP response. So every time while sending request, while receiving response by the client, this is called as HTTP, because there is a role of HTTP. Now what is HTTP? Hypertext Transfer Protocol. HTTP is a protocol. What is protocol? Protocol is nothing but the language of communication. You can say, in short, you can say protocol is a language of communication. You just establishing communication between client and server machine. Okay, so some kind of rules and regulations are needed. Okay, some kind of programming kind of things are required. Protocol is establishing communication, and protocol is also searching for a server, because there is a large network and the machine has to be, the protocol will take your request from the client, and protocol will send request to the server. So that's why here we call it HTTP request. And again, protocol will take the web page from server, and protocol it will take the web page from server, and that will be given to the client machine. So everything will be done by the protocol. So this protocol is called as HTTP. Now there are different types of protocol. There are a lot of types. Okay, like the HTTP is used for only for to send and receive the web pages. Okay, this is only for request and response for web pages. Okay, not any other thing. Suppose you are using file server instead of web server. If you are using file server, so in that case you need file protocol. Okay, there is a web protocol. This is HTTP is for only for web pages. Okay, only for website. File protocol is only for file server. Now, is there any other method to send the HTTP request? One method, you type URL, something in URL, press enter key, your request will be sent. Now, is there any other method? There are three methods. First method we have seen. First method is URL, using URL. First method you have seen, you are done. Then second method, how to send request to the server. First method is using URL, typing the URL. Second method, see, there is a web page. Okay, for assume there is a Gmail. You type www.gmail.com, you press enter key. So request will be sent. So the request will be sent for Gmail page. So the request you will send to Gmail server. Gmail server will find their home page. Okay, from Gmail server, home page will travel, and that home page will display in your machine. So request response is finished. So this is the one method. Now inside a Gmail page, when Gmail is open, in the left hand pane, there is a different buttons, different links are given, like inbox, sent mail, message. There are lot of links are given. Okay. Now what happens when you click on inbox or when you click on sent? So what happens? When you click on inbox, so inbox page will open. So now what happens when you click on inbox, any link, okay, any kind of link, when you click, or for example, suppose you are clicking on your mail. Okay, you want to see your mail. Okay, mail, you got the mail, and you just click on the mail. So your mail will open. Okay, your description will open. So in that case, again the request will be sent. So what is the second point? Whenever you click on a link, okay, so whenever you click on some link inside a web page, again the request will be sent. Now again a new page will come, and that particular page will come. Okay, जिसका link आपने click किया, that page will come, and that page will open in your browser. So whenever you click on anywhere, like suppose there is a YouTube. If you click on any video, again request will be sent. If you click on another video, next video, again request will be sent. The next video will travel from server and it will display in your machine. Okay, so every time you click on anywhere, like any video, any image, so in that link is there. So in that case, the request will be sent. So this is the second method. Now there is another method number 3. The third method is submitting a form. Submit a form. Suppose there is a form. Suppose you want to apply for a particular course in a college, and the college provide their application form. Okay, in the form of online application form. Okay, so you are filling online application form. So after entering each and every detail, you click on submit button. You want to submit the form. Everything is done. Now you want to submit the form. So when you click on submit button, your request will be sent. Another example, suppose you want to open your Gmail account. What you do? You type gmail.com. So first page will come. That particular page is the login page. So when you enter your username and password, you click on OK button, or login button. So request will be sent. So this is called a form submit. So when you submit the form, okay, or when you log in, or for example, so you submit your application, online application, you want to book a ticket, you want to make a reservation form. So in this kind of form, one button is provided. That button is called a submit button. Okay, so you are submitting your information, your data. So if you click on submit button, so in that case the request will be sent. So this is the 3 method. Using that you can send the request. Now the one more thing is also clear. All the web pages are stored here. Means you can say where is our website is stored. Our website is stored here. So this particular server contains websites. So here I will write website. Here we have website inside the server machine. And what is website? Website equal to number of web pages. Number of web pages. Now we will see how this web technology works. So in short, there are a lot of technology works. So these technologies are, so here I am going to write these technologies. There are two categories of these technologies. Number one category is client side. Client side technologies. And number two is server side technologies. So there are two types, two categories you can divide it. So both the combination of both this kind of technologies, this whole web technology works. Means you can say the website is accessible with the help of both the kind of technologies. So in client-side technologies, we have HTML and CSS, then JavaScript. Not only these three technologies is available, there are a lot of technologies, but we are will discuss about these three things. Apart from this, there are some technology like apart from this, there are different things are also there, which is like images, videos. These things are also there. Okay, so we are not talking about this. We are just talking about this technology. Okay, so in server side technology, so one technology is we are going to use, which is PHP.